Good morning, students. Hope you all are well. So this is chapter 4. So we have already discussed some part of this chapter. So today we'll discuss the vehicular pollution. So let's see what are the causes for excessive vehicular pollution. You know that in the third world countries like in India or in some other countries, due to rapid urbanization and the unplanned growth of means unplanned growth of the cities, um actually there is a huge increase in the number of vehicles in the urban sector. And because there is constant migration from the rural areas to the urban areas, and mostly the older vehicles, they are the causes of means they are the main causes of generating the pollution, because as they are getting old, they are releasing more toxic they are releasing more toxic substances if we compare it with the newer one. Okay. And obviously there will be inadequate inspection and maintenance facilities which allow the vehicles that are not road worthy to be used. Next, traffic management, improper traffic management, some with some poor road conditions of the pollution is mainly due to vehicles. Now there should be some control. First is the inspection and certification system, that is fitness certification is means it is very important for the commercial vehicles and public transport vehicles. For non-commercial vehicles like the passenger cars, they also need the certification for the renewal of the registration, and only after 15 years from the date of the first registration. Now, under the pollution under control certificates, they are required to be obtained every 3 months for all the categories of vehicles. It can be for commercial use or it can be for non-commercial use. In case of the petrol vehicles, okay, their idling measurement are taken, and in case of diesel vehicles, free acceleration smoke is measured, so that we can measure or we can ensure that this vehicle is road worthy. A fee of rupees 150 per vehicle for heavy commercial use and rupees 50 for medium and light commercial vehicles. They also need to be imposed. Now next, the CNG program. The introduction of CNG program first started in Delhi, okay, from the year 1999 by November 2002, and all the diesel buses and non CNG two-wheeler or three-wheeler, they are removed from the cities. Means all the CNG vehicles means CNG vehicles. Okay, so the city today has the world's largest CNG vehicle fleet, and at present at least more than 1,50,000 CNG vehicles are present on the roads of Delhi. Okay, so not in Delhi, this CNG program has been introduced in several big cities like in Mumbai, in Hyderabad, in Ahmedabad, Vadodara, Surat, Bareilly, Agra, Lucknow, Agartala, in all cities, but not in Kolkata. is The name is not mentioned. Okay. Some cities, they have placed some order for the CNG buses, like Bharat Stage 4 emission norms have been implemented in 13 mega cities for new four-wheeler from 2010. Okay, Bharat Stage 3 is in force for all two-wheeler or three-wheeler vehicles and all diesel-driven tractors from 2010 throughout the country. Metros and a large number of buses, they are being introduced in the metropolitan cities for easing the state of public transport. That means we are introducing the CNG system, or the vehicles which are using the CNG system, so that why, because there should be very less pollution, or to reduce the level of pollution, both in the commercial use, or in means both for the commercial vehicles and also for the means the non-commercial vehicles. Okay, and monitoring the atmosphere, for monitoring atmosphere to ensure that the environment does not undergo further degradation, there should be some monitoring stations in different parts of our country, or in different cities of our country. So some of the uses of monitoring program may be finding out whether there has been the compliances of air quality standard, the air quality standard is increasing or decreasing, that they will ensure evaluating the impact of new and existing air pollution resources, or air pollution sources for research purpose, and evaluating the impact of hazards due to the accidental release of the chemicals. So that's all for today. In the live class we will discuss the next part.